In this video, we are going to talk about the respiratory system, which is the unit 7. So let's start with the introduction. Respiratory system is a system in our body which is responsible for the gas exchange in our body. So there are 4 types of gas exchanges occurs in our body. First one is the ventilation. Second one is the external respiration. Internal respiration is the third one, and fourth one is the cellular respiration. So ventilation is the process of the movement of air into the lungs and out of the lungs. As you can see in this picture, uh, the air flows in to the respiratory system, and it will goes to the lungs, and also carbon dioxide will be flows out of the lungs. So this process is known as ventilation. And the second one is external respiration, which is the gas exchange between air in lungs and the blood. So there are alveoli in our lungs. So there will be gas exchange with the blood capillaries. So here oxygen will be flows into the blood capillary, while carbon dioxide will flows to the alveoli. Third one is the internal respiration. It is the gas exchange between the blood and the tissues. So here the oxygen will be carried through the blood circulation system, and when it finds the cells which need oxygen, it will give oxygen to the cells, and the waste product, actually carbon dioxide, is not needed by the cell, so it will give back whatever the carbon dioxide it has to the uh, blood circulations. So that exchange is known as the internal respiration. Fourth one is the cellular respiration. So it is the use of oxygen to produce ATP, that is energy. So you can see in this picture, uh, oxygen flows in through the respiratory system, and it will goes to cells. Within the cell, this oxygen will react with sugar in our body, in our cells. So it produces energy, ATP, water, and carbon dioxide. So again, this carbon dioxide will flows to the uh, blood stream, and through the bloodstream it will go back to the lungs and again out of the body. So this is known as the cellular respiration. So this is the schematic view of respiration. So here you can see oxygen flows in, and then uh, exchange one is the atmosphere to lung, that is ventilation. So oxygen flows in and carbon dioxide flows out. So this is the exchange one, and then exchange two is the uh, lung to blood, that is external respiration. So here the exchange happens with the in between alveoli and the uh, blood vessels, and then the third one is the blood to cell exchange. So that is known as the internal respiration. It happens here, and within the cell, cellular respiration will be occur to produce ATP, that is the energy. Now let's talk about the functions of the respiratory system. Uh, as we have discussed so far, you can see that the main function of the respiratory system is the gas exchange. Other than that, respiratory system is responsible for regulation of pH and temperature of our body, maintaining the humidity, protection. So you know that as we are taking the air in, there will be microbes and all. So respiratory system has the capability to attack any of the microbes, and it provides the protection. And of course, you know that respiratory system helps in vocalization, ATP synthesis, and olfaction. Olfaction is feeling the any of the smelling. Now let's talk about the anatomy of the respiratory system. So basically, respiratory system is divided into two parts: upper respiratory tract and the lower respiratory tract. So our respiratory tract is from nasal cavity to larynx, and lower respiratory tract is from larynx to alveoli. So the musculoskeletal system, pleural membrane, and neural pathways provide the support to the respiratory system to function properly. Now here you can see the upper respiratory system, and I told that nasal cavity to larynx is the upper respiratory system, and lower respiratory system is from larynx to alveoli. So here you can see that in this picture. When we're talking about the respiratory tree, there are two parts. One is the conductive portion and the other one is the exchange portion. So according to the name itself, you can understand what is conductive portion and what is the exchange portion. So in the conductive portion, you will find trachea, primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, bronchioles, and terminal bronchioles. In the exchange portion, you will find respiratory bronchioles with start of alveoli and the alveolar ducts with alveoli. So in the conductive portion, what will happen is through the nasal cavity, we know the air flows in. So all this air will be flows to the lungs. So that conduction or the flowing path, whatever the portion included in that path is known as the conductive portion, and conductive portion, and whatever the portion which helps to do the gas exchange, oxygen and carbon dioxide, that is known as the exchange portion. So here you can see that starting from larynx to these bronchioles up to this point, this will be conducting system, and this alveoli, including alveoli and the end of the bronchioles, it is the exchange surface. Now let's talk about the nose. So nose is the main hole to the body which takes the air in. So in the nose there are two parts. One is the external nose and the other part is the nasal cavity. So there are a few functions performed by the nose. First one is the passage. It acts as a passageway for the air, and I earlier also I told that it has the ability to function as a protective portion. So it has the capability to cleanse the air, and also it has the capability to humidifies and the warms air. So you know that in our body there is a constant humidity and temperature 37 Celsius. So before this air goes to the lungs, it should be warmed up, it should be humidified. So that is done by our nose. Okay, so if you keep your palm under your nose and if you just blow, you will feel the warmth. So that is one function of the nose. And also olfaction, I have mentioned it earlier as well, aiding of vocalization. So that is also mentioned in earlier as well. So these are the functions of the nose. Now you can see anatomy of the nose in this picture. Just observe this to identify each part of the nose. And I want you to search the function of each part of the nose. And now let's talk about the pharynx. So pharynx is a common opening for digestive system and the respiratory system. You might know that there is a common opening for the digestive system and the respiratory system. So from the digestive system, it connects the esophagus, and from the respiratory system, it connects the larynx. Okay, so here you can see that area. So there are three main regions in the pharynx: nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. So the function of the pharynx is to allow the movement of air from the openings to the larynx. And now we are going to talk about the larynx. Larynx prevents uh, swallowed materials entering to the trachea by epiglottis. Okay, here you can see an area called epiglottis. It's like a lid. Okay, so what it does is it prevents when we are eating, as I have told earlier, there is a common opening. So what happens is, if this opening is does not closes the larynx, whatever the swallowed materials will be entered to our respiratory system. So the main function of larynx is to prevent that whatever the swallowed materials entering to the trachea by this epiglottis. Okay, and also it allows the air you breathe into reach the lungs, uh, and also aid in vocalization. Here you can see there are three main parts of the larynx: supraglottis, glottis, and subglottis. So this glottis is in generally we know it as vocal cords. Now let's have a look into vocal folds. So vocal folds are primary source of the sound production, and it has the capability to do vibrations, perform vibrations. So according to those vibrations, we will produce the voice. Now let's talk about the trachea. Trachea connects larynx to the primary bronchi, and there are around 20 rings of tough cartilage in this trachea. Um, and also inside the trachea, you will find some smooth tissues. Okay, mucosa. It is called as mucosa. So you will find this smooth tissue inside the trachea, and when we are breathing in, and trachea has the capability to widen and lengthen slightly in each breath in, and it returns to the resting size with each breath out. So here you can see trachea. I have mentioned that there are rings, around 20 rings. So you can see those rings here, and after the trachea, you will find the bronchus. Here, right main bronchus and the left main bronchus is given here. So this right main bronchus is connecting to the right lung, while left main bronchus is connected to the left lung. Now let's talk about the bronchioles. Bronchioles are surrounded by smooth muscles to contract and expand, and also it is a passage. It provides, or it acts as a passage for air, which directs it from the nose to mouth to the alveoli, and also produce surfactants which hold the airway opens. Um, it has the capability to produce proteins which break down toxin that enter the lungs. Again, this is about protection, providing protection.